Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, as you can probably see in the thumbnail, I'll be filming a PT3 A+ email writing evaluation. And for today's YouTube video, it is dedicated towards my students because this essay was not written by me. It was written by one of my students, and he had written an amazing, extraordinary essay, and I would like to evaluate it with everyone so you can also learn from other people. So without further ado, before we get started, we will be having a few color codings. The blue color will be some linkers, and today's video, it's a Form 3 oriented PT3 English syllabus. The blue colors will be the PT3 linkers. The yellow color, as usual, it will be our vocabulary, idiom and phrases, which is very important in every writing. You don't need a lot of bombastic words, but you have to be quality over quantity. You know, sometimes if the meaning itself is very suitable for the essay, feel free to use it. And also some flowering sentences. So if you're wondering, teacher, what's flowering sentences? Like, is there a lot of flowers inside? Well, in Chinese, it is called 有美句子, and these sentences, they are very descriptive sentences, something you're able to visualize without using bombastic words, something that you're able to utilize, visualize. We call it a flowering sentences, which I'll give you a few examples later. So if you want the full PDF to today's video, be sure to give this video a like. Please comment down below on what you want teacher to film in the future, or you can give me a feedback on how you want me to film better so I can teach you guys better. Feel free to comment it in the comments down below. And last but not least, I could really use your support by subscribing to this video. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so this entire essay, I would say that I would talk about level first. It is a Form 3 level essay, and it's also a short quantitative writing, so it's like an email. Form 3 email, I did not key out the whole questions, but the question was inviting the other person to a perfect getaway on a trip on where we should go, etc. And this essay was written by my student. His name is called Wu Yongshen. I'm so proud of you, Yongshen, and thank you so much for willing to let teacher to share your essay to everyone for people to learn even more better. And the entire essay graded by the school was 20 marks. And yes, he's one of my students. So let's jump right into it. So as you can see here, at first, we always need to learn to greet our whomever that we are writing to. So number one is, Dear Angelina, I hope all is well with your family during the pandemic. So for this part, I'll be using the vocabulary part first. I hope all is well. It's a very simple way to wish someone to be like, you know, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're in the pink, but something to be more straight and more precise. You could say, I hope all is well with you, with your family. Sorry, I hope all is well. I hope all is well with your family during the pandemic. And as you can see here, we are being quite specific with the first sentences. I hope all is well with your family during the pandemic. It is linked to the current affair because right now, yes, we are actually struggling with the pandemic. So all is well, meaning I hope everything is fine, and pandemic is what we are going through the entire Malaysia right now. So for the first sentence, I will put an underline here first. When you're writing an email, it is always very important to learn to communicate with whomever you're writing to. You can't just be like, oh, you should go here, you should go here. Sometimes it is important to communicate with them. Like, teacher, how are you, or something. Let me zoom in, guys. I'll zoom in here first. So in this part, I would say that it is called the communicative achievement, which means that you have to communicate with whomever you are talking to, you are writing to. You must give a short and simple communication. So I hope all is well with your family during the pandemic, something very heartwarming to start the essay. And remember to reply them until here. Wow, that is terrific news, meaning that is amazing news. Well, for my 2 cents worth, I'm going to highlight this part. For my 2 cents worth, in other words, we will call it, in other words, it's called in my opinion, in my humble opinion. Okay, where should you go during the holiday? I will highly recommend you to go to Marina Island Pangkor Resort. Will unquestionably be the perfect getaway from the hustle and bustle of the city, and that's it. So I will talk about the first one first. Unquestionably is another word which is undeniably. Something you don't have to ask anything about it, confirm the best place to go to during the holiday is this place. This is when you're being very certain about something. You can use unquestionably, or if you want another word, there's another word called undeniably. I am filming this video in the early morning at the crack of dawn, so it is unquestionable that the weather right now is scorching hot. It is undeniable that the weather right now is super duper hot. I'm not sure if y'all can see the sun, peeking into my room right now. So Marina Island Pangkor Resort will unquestionably, undeniably be the perfect getaway from the hustle and bustle of the city. All right, this one I always teach my students is a very useful, a very common idiom. From the hustle and bustle of the city. Well, in the city, we are always hustling. We are like, oh, it's Monday. Oh, it's 8 a.m. We have to get to work. We have to go study. We have to do this. And it's always bustling, meaning there are plenty of noises. There's traffic. There's honking. There's talking. There's your phone beeping. You have a WhatsApp message. So in the city, sometimes it can get a little bit stressful. So going to this resort will be the perfect getaway from the hustle and bustle of the city. So the red color underline is to remind you to remember to communicate with whomever you are writing. And I will use another red color to highlight this one, because for the entire essay, the main topic was the perfect getaway. So it is also very important to never shy away from the main topic. Like, you have to make sure that whatever you're writing relates to the main question itself. So for the first paragraph, we are almost done. This destination has received 5-star ratings from tourists all over the world. Well, he's being very specific here. So the reason why I recommend you this thing, I recommend you this app, I recommend you this food, because it has a 5-star rating, which is something an extra elaboration to write about. From who? Okay, sometimes when you're writing your essay, it is important to be very specific and not just write the tip of the iceberg. Like, okay, we are going to a resort. Who would recommend a resort? You can't just write people from all walks of life, because people from all walks of life, it's just general. It's like, oh, everyone, semua orang. But as you can see here, he has written from tourists. Who recommended and who gave a 5-star rating? Tourists. You're being very specific. Tourists all over the world. Okay, so it's not really a very bombastic word, but it is very straight to the point, and it is very understandable, and it is very specific. So the first paragraph is amazing. And right now we are going to jump to the second paragraph. So after the first paragraph, you have done your communication. You have, give some introduction about Marina Island Pangkor Resort. So in conclusion, Marina Island Pangkor Resort, you can get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. And secondly, it has a 5-star rating. So why wouldn't you want to go to this place? And right now we are jumping into the body paragraph, which is here. Okay, so first of all, we are giving some general information first. It only takes 1 hour and 30 minutes to drive from Taiping to Marina Island Pangkor Resort. So it is only a stone's throw away from you. Like you see, you must try to utilize every opportunity, every golden opportunity, every chance of a lifetime to use an idiom. But remember, quality over quantity. So because it's only 1 hour to 30 minutes to a new haven, to a new resort, I would say that it is only a stone's throw away, meaning it's very, very nearby. It's very nearby. Plus, okay, another very smoothed in linker. Linkers can be sometimes can be a little bit informal, like plus, it has a 5-star rating, plus you get to enjoy the view or whatsoever. So plus, the price is quite reasonable, which is 150 per day, and offers state-of-the-art amenities. This one is an amazing, amazing word. I always love the phrase state-of-the-art. It just sounds so posh and luxurious. But if you're wondering, teacher, what on earth is state-of-the-art amenities? Well, state-of-the-art, in simple terms, we called it modern. Like, it's very modern, the entire place. It's modern. So another word other than modern, you want to use a better phrase, as I mentioned, elite VIP phrases, you could use state-of-the-art amenities. Amenities are basically facilities. So to replace the word modern facilities, you can go the extra mile. You can use state-of-the-art amenities. And if you're wondering, teacher, why the state of the art? There's so many, like all this, all these lines. Okay, these lines, we call them the hyphen. We call them the hyphen, Hyphen, and usually words with hyphen, meaning that it is an adjective. Words with hyphen, usually it is an adjective. I will make this, if you need more information about the hyphen, I'll do it in another video. But state of the art here, it's actually an adjective. It has a hyphen, and the hyphen stands for an adjective. So moving on. And offers state-of-the-art amenities. You can let your hair down. Another very suitable idiom. You can let your hair down, you can relax, you can relieve stress, as you're able to enjoy the fresh breezes, the soothing hum of gentle waves, and a panoramic view of sunrise and sunset. So you're thinking, wow, that's a handful of vocabulary, but don't worry, I'll discuss with you step by step. So enjoy the fresh breezes. Breezes is actually the wind, like when you're going out for a walk and suddenly it's gonna rain soon, the wind is like blowing towards your face, it's getting very strong. You get to enjoy the fresh breezes, you get to enjoy the fresh wind. Fresh wind sounds kind of odd, fresh breezes sounds suitable and correct. Enjoy the fresh breezes, the soothing hums of gentle waves. If you ever been to a beach before, the last beach I went to was it was Redang Strip, like before the MCO, if I'm not mistaken. So whenever you go to Port Dickson, you go to Redang, when you're just sitting there in the early morning at the crack of dawn, the waves will be crashing at each other. The soothing hum, the gentle hum, it is like a lullaby. The soothing hum of gentle waves. It's very comforting when you listen to it. And a panoramic view of sunrise and sunset. So what is panoramic view? It's a very common word that comes out in the Form 3 examination. So other than using panoramic, the view is, wow, 5-star also. Super duper nice. You can also use a few common words. Whoops. Let me change my pen for a second here. So you can either use scenic, a scenic view, or maybe perhaps there's another word which is very common. I'll be giving two today. The first one is called picturesque. The second one is called scenic. And the one that my student has written is called panoramic. These three are very useful words. When the view is amazing, when you're taking a story in your Instagram, the view is totally like mesmerizing. You could use a mesmerizing view, a scenic view, a macam yes view, a picturesque view, a panoramic view. Super duper useful. And continuing. So in this part, he is talking about, even more information. You can enjoy. So another word for enjoy, we call it bask in. Another word for enjoy, we call it bask in. Bask in the wonderful feeling of powdery sand between your toes. He's being very specific. And sometimes we are like, oh, teacher, how can we describe the beach? Well, how can you describe the sand? It's like baby powder. When we were a baby, our parents, after we shower, they will put all the baby powder all over our body to keep us nice and moisturized. The sand is as soft and as amazing like the baby powder. The powdery sand between your toes, or the amazing feeling. So blissful sensation, in other words, of amazing feeling. I'll write down for you guys. Amazing feeling. Amazing feeling. The amazing feeling of the cool waves crashing against your ankle. So because you're at the beach, and the waves will come, and then it will come and knock your feet, but in a very gentle way. It's very soothing. Or the blissful sensation of the cool waves crashing against your ankles, legs, and waist. Activities gala are provided. So now we are moving on to a slightly much more advanced vocabulary, which is called gala. Okay, so what does gala stands for? Gala, right? In other words, meaning many, banyak, in a great quantity. I'll write down here for you guys. In great quantity, meaning 好多, banyak, like maybe a buffet gala, maybe activities gala. So how do you use the word gala? The only way to use the word gala, in the front part of the gala, you must use a plural noun. So as you can see here, there are many activities. How do you use it? You must use a plural noun and then gala. Let me ask you guys, Activities, it is a plural noun, right? It is a plural noun. For this one, I'll use green color because it's about a grammar. All right. So activities, guys. Activities, there's an S behind there. It is a plural noun. So how do you use the word gala when you want to talk that when you want to imply that something there's like a lot, hoto, banyak, you must use a plural noun only, gala. Understand, guys? It's a very unique word and you have to use it very differently. So for example, buffet gala, activities gala are provided. So continuing, we are using a simple linker here, such as. So when you're using the word such as, you are giving examples such as snorkeling, kite surfing, help you to develop, develop wider world views because you're doing something new. Like when you're flying the kite, you'll be like, who invented the kite? Why are they kites? When you're doing snorkeling, you're seeing so many, scenic views, so many fishes, Nemos. You might see the ancestors of Nemos, who knows, right? And you'll be like, oh, wow, that's how the sea is like this. Like you get to expand your knowledge. You get to develop wider worldviews and bond together with your family. So it is indeed an eye-opening experience to embark on this wonderful family day at the seaside. And he made a simple conclusion. You're able to, when you're going on this trip, it is super duper eye-opening, meaning it will be an amazing, it will be like a wow kind of experience to embark on this wonderful family day at the seaside. To embark meaning to go on a trip, to explore a new place, to explore, or perhaps to go on a new journey. All right, guys. And yeah, that's basically it. So I hope you're still following me throughout the whole entire video. When I was reading this essay, I was really, really impressed and really proud of his writing skill. Super duper proud and really, really happy. And I think that everyone deserves to learn from each other. Sometimes you can learn from a teacher. And so it is also important, it is imperative that you look at how other people succeed and what is going on in their minds when they're writing the entire essay. It's a very simple topic, a perfect getaway, but sometimes it's not about how simple or how hard it is. It's about how much you are giving in, your content, your linker, your idiom, your vocabulary, and how specific you are. They are all equally important and they will help you improve your English holistically in a well-rounded way. And last but not least, remember, don't forget to say bye-bye. Don't forget to communicate with your friend. So during the first part, we have communicated already. I hope all is well. And after giving so many context and elaboration, you and your family can surely have a whale of a time here. If you are always studying about English, I'm pretty sure a whale of a time will not be a stranger to you. It's a very common idiom, meaning to have an amazing time, have a good time. You and your family can surely have a whale of a time there. If you feel the need for further information, feel free to drop me a line. So for the final part, it is just a effective way. If you need further information, if you have any other questions, feel free to drop me a message. Feel free to drop me a line. It's a very useful way to end your email here. Yep. And yeah, and that's basically it. So this is the entire essay written by my student Yongshen, and he attained 20 marks for the entire essay. So as y'all can see here, if we zoom out in the entire thing, there's linker, there's communication, there's vocabulary, there's idiom, and there's phrases. If you really look at the entire essay. So I hope everyone who's watching this YouTube video, I hope you learned something new. Remember to give this video a like, comment down below what you want me to teach in the future or how you want me to film better in order to teach you better. I'll do my best, yeah, I'll do my best. I can't promise you, but I can promise you that I'll do my best. And be sure to subscribe to this video. If you prefer videos like these where I evaluate essays, you can also comment down below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.